Today we're making 3 breakfast burritos from 3 of YouTube's most beloved chefs. Each of these gentlemen has their own vibes, their own cooking philosophies, and unique skill sets. But today we're gonna push that affection deep within our consciousness and pit them against each other to see who makes the best breakfast burrito on YouTube. Now, breakfast burritos can be anything, right? Whole breakfasts wrapped into a tight little tubular vessel, ready to be mucked on the go or at the table. To keep this video spicy and interesting, I've chosen 3 unique breakfast burritos that are stylistically different. But at the end of the day, they're all burritos in one way or another. And stick around until the end of the video because regardless of who wins, we are going to take the best components from each of these burritos to fuse together the ultimate Frankenstein YouTube breakfast burrito. That's a mouthful. As usual, let us begin with the most involved burrito on the docket. Mythical Kitchen is a YouTube spin-off of Good Mythical Morning, led by its fearless leader and host, Josh Scherer, aka Mythical Chef Josh, who brings a little bit of humor and creativity to each episode. Maybe you've seen their last meal video series, pretty dope series, very smart. Anyways, Mythical Josh seems to be a super intelligent dude. There's always sort of a light-hearted vibe on set with fun and curiosity often leading the way. We've already featured Mythical Kitchen on the channel in episodes like this, and it got pretty wild. And this breakfast burrito is no exception. Josh decided to make a full English breakfast or full English breakfast burrito. So we gotta make some blood sausage. And what I mean by that is a chorizo blood sausage. He kind of added a spin to it, a little bit of like a breakfast burrito spin to it. So things are about to get a little weird. So into a blender, we got some oats, we got some chili guajillo, and some chili ancho. Those were just toasted and then soaked overnight. A ton of different spices, some of which have salt in them, or one of which has salt in them, so we're not adding salt. And a pinch of the GP, the God particle, MSG. A little bit of H2O, just a splash. Some vinegar, a couple cloves of garlic, and the star of the show, pork blood, good old pork blood. Oh man, oh no, it's like a bloody nose. Oh, nice. That looks delicious. I'm gonna add some of that in. Oh my. That's a good start. All right, just gotta blitz this up now. Oh! Jesus. Tropical Slaughter Cafe. Listen, he was right, it smells pretty good.
It smells nice and fragrant.
A lot of spices in there, and those chilies. This could be good. We're gonna go in with some pork back fat, render that down a bit to get that lard coming out. All right, I'm gonna remove some of these lardones here. Maybe keep a couple in. We're gonna go in with our onions. Just gonna saute these out a little bit. Guys, I messed up. So we were supposed to do the onions in the pork fat kind of together and then add them to our blood mixture and then puree. So that's what we're gonna do now. And we got our lardy onions with a little bit of pig fat in there too, little chicharrones. Now we blitz. Make it chunky, baby. All right, that's looking better, I think. Definitely a little lighter now. A little bit of oil in the hot pan, and our pork blood. So this is gonna thicken up and kind of coagulate and form kind of a loose sausage mixture, if you will. Blood pancake. Whoa. Oh! All right, that's looking good to me. We'll plop that right into a container, let that chill out and set a bit while we get going on the other stuff. In a ripping hot cast iron, neutral oil, and some shroomage. A little pinch of kosher, and we're just gonna get these going. Cook these through. I got some wonderful tomatoes here. Just gonna salt the tippy, a little more Earl. And we're gonna sear these puppies off. Oh yeah, a little charry. Let those finish on the other side. This is where things take another strange turn. Got a couple breakfast sausages, some interesting bacon that we'll talk about in a second, and our wonderful blood sausage patty. All in one. And I almost forgot, we're just gonna deglaze with a little bit of Worcester McDurber. Oh, a lot of Worcester McDurber. Look at this right now. This is wild. Get the blood a little crispy. Take all of this and mosh it into a container of sorts. Look at that. Oh, so this bacon here, this is English back bacon. It's not like American bacon. That is very hot. Oh my Lord. I saved the wrapper here. It's back bacon, right? So often this isn't smoked. American bacon, it's always smoked, it's pork belly. This is from the loin or something similar, I believe, a similar part of the animal, and it's not generally smoked. I think, I did a quick Google, and it can be smoked, but oftentimes it's not, and it's what's served with English, with a full English, or a full English breakfast. First time trying that. All right, so these are the refried beans from the Mythical video. It's kind of cool. This is kind of like an English version of refried beans. I made these off camera, they did in the video as well. But it's basically Great Northern beans and a bunch of like English flavors and aromatics like Worcestershire, ketchup, tomato paste, a couple different spices, not too much. But then you refry them in lard and you get this. So that's nice. We're gonna refry them one more time. So we're gonna refry them. We're just gonna sizzle these off and kind of make them nice for the burrito before we build. I love the idea of refried beans in a breakfast burrito. All right, that's looking nice. Cut the heat, stir it up. We got ourselves some refried English beans. Crazy. Fun idea, fun idea. Joshua Weissman, or Daddy, as he cheekily calls himself, at this point is a YouTube OG. I think it's Poppy. I don't know. Now, Josh spent a couple of years cooking in professional kitchens, and you can tell by the way he moves. Super clean plating, the dude's got some skills, all served up with a healthy dose of attitude. And the internet can't seem to get enough of it. In the video we're referencing today, Josh actually makes 3 breakfast burritos. I've chosen one that is probably the most unique and definitely sets itself apart from the others. Weissman's breakfast burrito starts with what he calls a medium scramble. Not quite a soft scramble, but not like rubbery, chubby eggs either. Somewhere in the middle. Something that can kind of hold its shape, but still be supple enough to be delicious. Got some eggs in here, just gotta blend these up. You can also just do this with a whisk if you're normal, but it's a little easier. That should do the trick. All right, butter melted. In with our eggies. And a little pinch of kosher salt. We're just gonna keep moving that around, make a small curd, not a large curd, a small curd. Key to a soft scramble is to keep moving the eggs.
It's not a soft scramble, it's a medium.
Oh, sorry, key to a medium scramble is to keep moving the eggs. All right, these will continue to cook. You wanna get them off the heat sooner than you think, usually is my rule of thumb with eggs. So that looks nice and medium. See what I mean? Still soft and buttery and supple, but they hold their form. They don't just slide off. Eggs done. So in Josh's video, he uses a couple different breakfast proteins in his burritos, if you will, but for this specific burrito within that video, he uses this. Good old cubed ham, just seared off a little bit, so that's what we're gonna do here. Very interesting choice. All right, so I've been told my cubes are a little too large compared to what they were like in the video. Though I thought they were about this size, but I'm gonna half some up so they're not too robusto. The seared ham do smell good. That's ham. Josh's crema. Starts with a little bit of sour creme, mayonnaise, a little sambal, smoked paprika and garlic powder, a pinch of kosher, and a dash of your favorite hot sauce, or any hot sauce really. And we just give that a whiskey poo until it's nice and smooth. Some nice chunks of sambal in there, nice color, and this will get tastier as it sits, I'm sure. Sam the Cooking Guy is a former biotech executive turned YouTube cooking star who built a massive following by making super flavorful, bold foods that feel approachable and fun. Again, with a little bit of attitude and sarcasm. Sam's success comes from keeping it real in the kitchen and proving that good food doesn't always have to be complicated. But can the man make a solid breakfast burrito? Let's find out. Sam's burrito starts with chorizo. Mexican chorizo. Fresh sausage as opposed to a cured dry Spanish chorizo. So, let's cook these. This is that classic Mexican chorizo that you see at most American grocery stores. And of course, Mexican grocery stores, the red and or the green label. I think it's like Supremo maybe? I'm not sure. That'll sizzle down and render down and kind of turn into a slop, and then it'll start to take on a better shape. Be a little less slack, I should say. I'm not gonna put any salt in that because it's already seasoned. All right, we're looking and smelling real nice like. Scrape all that good off the bottom of the pan. That's where that flavor is harvested from. Whew. Mexican chorizo, check. Sam's eggs, medium low heat, non-stick pan. Pat of burr, we're gonna melt that down a bit. We're gonna go in with some onion, just saute that up a bit. And a pinch of kosher salt. Gotta go watch Sam's video for that one. Just gonna mix this around. All right, onion's looking done. Let's add in our eggotry. A little pinch of kosher salt, and we'll scramble that up. It's gonna happen fast. They are scrambled eggs after all. Oh, spill them all over your stove, that's fine. We're gonna pop in some of this green chili. I think I might just use the whole thing. Canned green chilies. I like your style, Sam. I do. And then last but not least, before these finish, just a little bit of Monterey Jack cheese. Straight from the bag, baby. We're just gonna mix that up until it's nice and melty, homogeneous. And we'll get these into a bowl so they stop cooking. Nice. Simple. And tasty. Cheesy chili eggs. All the components for each burrito are ready to ride. It is now officially TTB. Time to build. A mythical breakfast burrito. I took the tortilla and swiped it in the pan to absorb some of that grease. We're making a little runway of beans according to Josh here, and I chose the slotted spoon like an idiot, but we're gonna make it work. We got our sunny side up eggs. Interesting choice for a breakfast burrito, but I guess we're going full English mode. He goes in with the full tomato. I'm gonna use one because it just would be too much with both. So we got our mushrooms, a couple breakfast sausages. Bangers. Some strips of our bacon that's kind of not really bacon, back bacon. And a little bit of that blood sausage, that crisped up, mushy blood sausage. I just contradicted myself, but oh man, Jesus. Oh, I got a banger in my little thingy. Can we make it? Only one thing left to do, we gotta seal her up. Very important we seal this thing up. All right, we should be sealed. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, that's good. That's nice. A nice seal. Into the foil. Look at that, full English breakfast burrito. Josh's burrito starts a little bit of that medium scramble. Some little wonderful ham chunks. Freshly grated cheddar cheese. A nice serving of pico de gallo. A half of an avocado, and of course, some of his flaky salt. Now we roll. Yeah, FO. Now right now we got ourselves a burrito. Great, good, fine. But really, this is a chimichanga. What does that mean? We gotta fry it. We're gonna shallow fry this at 160. Flip that. Whoa, all right, little al dente, we'll take it. From burrito to changa. To finish off Josh's, we're gonna go in with some crema, a sunny side up egg, some chez, some diced avocado, lovingly placed as he says, some pickled onion, and fresh cilantro. Pretend you're planting a garden. Weissman's breakfast chimichanga. The video that we're referencing for Sam is about 6, probably dang near 7 years old. But some things never change. Sam doesn't make his own hash brown, rather outsources from the one and only best hash brown on the planet. The man's onto something. Let's take it out of its little prison. Picked these up this morning. It's taking everything in my being not to just chomp this down.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Stop, dude. Sam's burrito. We're going in with a glob of sour cream, some of our egg mixture, 2 pieces of bacon, good old American bacon. And Sam goes in with 3 hash browns. We'll worry about rolling it later. A little more egg action, jack cheese, and some chorizo on top. We're going like, what is that, double meat right now? And a tiny bit more cheese. We are definitely getting greedy here. This is gonna be interesting. She's a beast. Girthy gumdrop there. All right, we're all built up. Let's try these boyos. Mythical Kitchen's full English breakfast burrito. Let's see what we got here. Oof. Oh my God, dude. Okay, so the egg cooked a little bit as it steamed in the foil, which isn't a bad thing. We got a little bit of a jammy yolk vibe. Nothing too runny, so it is manageable. This thing is demonic. Look at that. You got like the cross section of the sausages, shrooms, that bacon. I mean, wow, compact, beautiful, sealed, very important. All right, I'm just gonna, oh, I almost forgot. Oh my God. So this is what Josh calls his favorite English hot sauce. It's just spicy brown mustard. I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of, little dipski in that and send it. There's a lot going on in there. That's a meat punch. My Lord. I love refried beans in a burrito and in a breakfast burrito. You don't really see that very often. I think Josh even mentioned that. I agree. There needs to be more beans in breakfast burritos. The sausage, the blood sausage, sounds weird. I get it. It looks gross. We literally made like Lucifer's smoothie earlier today. I will say, when you kind of cook it up like that, it's almost like a, well, of course with the chorizo spices, but like texturally too, it kind of is loose, but holds its form enough to kind of be like almost like a sausage without a casing. All in all, very, very creative and funny, awesome thing to do. So shout out Mythical. Sam the cooking guy. Okay, gotta see a crossy. That is a thing of beauty, man. I like that a lot. I really do. Look at that, it's like a little upside down smiley face. Or it's a smiley face, depending on your perspective and how you're holding the burrito. It's very like sandwichy. It's got the layers on it. I like that. You don't see that often in a burrito. Yeah, I had a feeling this is gonna be, oh, we dripping. Oh, we dripping. That's not such a bad thing. This is just like a very classic, delicious breakfast burrito. Those canned green chilies really infuse into the eggs and make it kind of this like southwesterny vibe, especially with, of course, the chorizo. I mean, look at that big meaty potato in there. I love that. That adds substance. You know, I kind of trash on pancakes and waffles with breakfast. This is probably like the savory version of that. Nobody needs all this for breakfast, but sometimes, man, especially when you're a little hungover, it's what you need. Weissman's chimichansky. All right, so I think we're gonna take this off the plate to get a cross section. All right, let's see what we can do here. Look at this thing. This has gotta be probably the most beautiful burrito on the docket today. Those vibrant colors, the avocado just kind of all curled up, all cute like in the corner. The ham, the vibrant yellow. Of course, the beautiful garnish. I mean, this thing has great presentation, man. I love a changa. That crema is really good. It's spicy. It's got some kick to it. I put in this habanero hot sauce, so the spice is nice. I love a chimichanga. I'm not sure if you would consider that a classic burrito. You definitely wouldn't, but it's delicious. And at the same time, it totally is just like a burrito that's been fried. But I mean, this thing's kind of undeniable. Look how pretty that is, man. The medium scramble, let's talk about that. It pretty much eats very similar to a soft scramble. It's just more manageable. The creaminess of the eggs and the butter. I mean, this is a contender, man. It's a good burrito. Would cubed ham be my first choice in breakfast burrito protein? Probably not. So we have a lot to think about. All in all, good stuff. The hardest part of the day, we gotta rank these things. 1, 2, and 3. Bronze, silver, gold. We're gonna start with the bronze, third place. It's gonna have to be the full English. This is just weird. I chose this because it was fun. The video was awesome. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. Those guys are a lot of fun and they do a lot of cool, weird things. I love this idea and I would not be bummed to eat this. However, when I think of a breakfast burrito, of course, generally my mind goes towards like more spicier, Less kind of like sweet and meaty, more like spicy and meaty. I love the beans, a lot of good stuff going on here, but third place, the bronze, Mythical. Those guys rock. I'm gonna remove that. Okay, in second place, from what we made today, second place is gonna have to be Weissman. There's not much to bash here. This thing is a beautiful piece of work here, and I would be so happy to eat this. It looks like it came straight out of a restaurant with the garnish and the crema and the little egg on top. It's a nice touch. The guy's got some serious skills and class. However, the cold vegetables, I don't know, man. It's weird because I love putting cold salsa on my breakfast burrito, but inside the burrito, especially with the extra avocado on top of what we already have in there, for some reason, especially in a chimichanga, it's fried, it's warm, not really my thing. His medium scramble could have been contend for being the best eggs of the day though. And again, I mentioned this, but the ham, just not really my thing. But one thing that elevated this whole thing were the pickled onions. I love that tang and that crunch that they add. It's really nice to kind of like break up the unctuousness and the heaviness of the fried burrito. So, but yeah, second place, J-Dub. Which means in first place, the one slot, the gold, his debut in the 3-chef battle, Sam the Cooking Guy.
Success.
Sam, you rock, dude. This thing is, like I said, I'm saying this ad nauseum, probably what I'd want out of a breakfast burrito. It's got the chorizo, it's got the spice. The eggs are soft enough, they're mixed in with the pepper. And that hash brown, I mean, look at this thing. This is borderline geological. You got the different eras all in one burrito. And you know, the flour tortilla is the perfect vessel for chorizo. It just soaks up that grease. And look at this thing, I mean, it's solid. This thing's a nice build. This thing will fuel you probably for 3.5 weeks if you were to eat the whole thing one morning. Congratulations, Sam the Cooking Guy, you're a beast. But now is the time when we take the best components from each of the burritos today to fuse together the ultimate Frankenburrito. You already know we gotta start with the flour tortilla, then we're gonna land some of the mythical beans. Those beans were actually pretty tasty. And daddy/papa's cream, if you will. A little bit of that classic bagged Monterey cheese. The eggs, which is actually a mixture of Joshua's medium scramble and Sam the Cooking Guy's eggs. I just had a little cilantro, so I popped that on. Of course, the McDonald's hash browns. Some extra cheese from Weissman's burrito, and the chorizo, my favorite protein for a breakfast burrito, hands down. So if you find yourself rolling up a burrito the size of an infant, it's best to kind of sear them off in some oil in a hot pan. This makes all the difference and adds a little bit of a crunch. All right, let's see what we're working with here. Burrito Nation. Best one of the day.
Nice.
TY so much for watching. Remember, I'm just one dude. Let me know in the comments below which burrito looked the best to you. And if you have any other suggestions for other, 3-chef battles, also let me know in the comments. We love these videos. If you like the video, go ahead and like the video. Helps us out. If you're new to the chan, subscribe to the chan. If you're not new to the chan, welcome back now. Best way to support us is over on the Patreon, aka the Grocery Fund. It helps us stuff the burrito, cut the burrito, and bite the burrito. Also, come say what's good on Discord. We have a great little community going on over there. We do giveaways, we talk about food and cooking and everything in between. So if you want to join a community of like-minded individuals, come say what's good, introduce yourself. That's all I got for you today. So until next time, adios.